Okay, we've got some exposed rebar right here on the front porch. A little bit of cracking on the front porch. Again, there's no grounding or GFCI at this one. Doorbell. Doorbell doesn't work. This is where I heard it earlier. Front door sticks in its jam. Over here, this flooring feels very weak and it's damaged. Get out of the light here. So we got some wood damage right here in this corner. It's the northeast corner of the living room. Put a little light on the subject. Right in there. Take a still image of it here in a little bit. Now, this has been since 2015, so this house is a lot older than that. But electric receptacle outlet shouldn't be farther underneath an overhang than 6 inches. This step, in fact, most of the steps around the house are higher than 7 inches. Coming along inside here, no GFCI here. We have GFCI right here in this corner. This would be the southeast corner of the kitchen. No GFCI over here. No GFCI over here. It's 3/4 horsepower. Excuse me, 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. With the dishwasher, the dishwasher drain hose is not properly connected, and we got PEX. There's a lot of PEX in this house. A lot of PEX plumbing. And then most of the drain is PVC, and then some of the vent is cast. We got wood damage in here, wood damage in here. Kind of unidentified. This oven, this range, it does not have an anti-tip device. And the convection feature, I couldn't get the convection feature to work. The microwave is closer to the cooktop than 24 inches. Some manufacturers, they have a different measurement from here to here, but we don't have that measurement here. And the vent fan is circulating. The microwave works. We do not have a safety connection tray. There's a wainscoting in here. Windows and windows. This is the dining area. This is the dining area. This floor, right in here, okay, I weigh 170 pounds. It feels pretty weak. But not as weak as it does over there. Not as weak as in that corner. Okay? I'm not supposed to say okay. Electric service panel in the pantry. I've said this is the pantry. If this is a clothes closet, then this panel doesn't belong in here. Okay, the Powercraft Wards, Montgomery Wards. If it's over 30 years old, you might want to have an electrician look at it. It's only 100 amps. 100 amps is minimum required by code. Minimum. Technically, that panel is legal. But it's an 800 square foot apartment. It would be 100 amps. This house is 3 times that. I don't do value ratings, that kind of thing. But still. Now right in here, in the middle of the floor, right in here, I was getting 35% moisture readings in this floor. 35%. Everybody agrees that at about 20, it's wet. This is interior walls. The exterior walls, we've got negative drainage out that door. Negative drainage right there to the patio deck. We got surface drains. And then in the crawl space, I wasn't able to get around in this crawl space very much. In the crawl space, right in here, right in front of this, there's an opening underneath this window, behind this range. There's an opening right on this wall someplace, and there's a surface drain in the crawl space. And the crawl space is wet. Crawl space is wet. I wasn't able to get around very much in the crawl space. I'll admit that. I would like to have gotten farther, but I'd be wallowing in mud. So the crawl space is too wet. There's some unidentified organic substance on the crawl space on the subfloor. I can't call it mold. I can call it a fungi. But anyway, crawl space needs to be dried out. We're in the master bedroom, excuse me. Which is not the path I like to take. I like to take a better one. I like to go counterclockwise through the house so you can stay oriented. I'm going to have to check on this drain pipe because I don't think it's tall enough. That's not GFCI protected. You got 3-prong electric. Hot and cold is not labeled. You do not have a safety tray. No, it's not a safety tray. It's a connection tray, but a safety tray where the drain goes in the tray and all this is all together. So if you have leaks, at least you got a chance that the water will go someplace it belongs instead of right out on your floor. 3-prong. We're going to check that. I haven't checked that yet. You shouldn't have bare light bulbs in clothes closets with pull strings. You shouldn't have that. This whole house vent fan, it's an obsolete system. It's from another time, another era. With central air conditioning, that's not necessary. In fact, I recommend that it be replaced because of the negative pressures it creates in the living space, the positive pressures it creates in the attic, and then the negative pressures that eventually show up in the crawl space of the attic or the living space. It's just not healthy all the way around. And it's a heat sink. That's where all your money goes up through that thing. So removing it, refinishing it, doing attic framing repairs, because we're going to need those. I don't even know if it works. Let's try this. Oh, jeez. You do not want that. Okay, we're missing a middle door hinge here. I don't know what that's about. Apparently this door is an aftermarket thing. This vent fan does not vent directly to the exterior like it should. And the vent fan switch is right here closest to the door. Usually these switches are moved around. No GFCI. Commode's too close. No escutcheon plate. Haven't seen any escutcheon plates. No drain stopper. Here's your plumbing all going down. That's running water. I got another video with people. I'll share that one as well. Got another video and Typhoid Mary was running around and it was just chaotic. So, ceiling fan. This is the crawl space. This floor is also right in here, right about where I'm standing. Weak, and then I remember being weak over here as well. This is where the crawl space is. This window works okay. A little difficult to latch. Torn screen. But some of them aren't working so hot. So there's a smoke alarm right there. There's a smoke alarm right there. So smoke alarms in the front 2 bedrooms. Smoke alarm in the hallway. Smoke alarm in the master bedroom. So we don't have a smoke alarm in the common living areas. I saw a carbon monoxide alarm here somewhere. I think it's in one of these bedrooms. Coming along. This little closet's built in. This door swings closed on its own accord. Is it closed or open? I could not get the deadbolt to work either. Swings closed on its own accord. And double cylinder deadbolts, not ideal for residential applications. If you have a fire, you got to get a key to get out. Now, because this door is not double keyed, you have one access directly to the exterior for the entire structure, which goes on for a while. That's all that's required. But the front door has a double key. That's a double key. I'd feel better if it was double keyed. These blinds, I don't do blinds, but none of these blinds at the den have pull strings on them. So raising and lowering them was a booger bear. And this one right here, he just fell out. And I squirreled him back up, to be honest. That's what happened. Now, shooting with infrared, The infrared around here, the outside exterior ambient temperature is not a lot different than the inside ambient temperature. So I wasn't getting any contrast. This is paneling. I wasn't getting any contrast, and so there's no infrared images in regards to the attic insulation. They just weren't available today. Sliding screen. We've talked about the deck already. Negative drainage. There's that drain right over there. Coming along here, this fireplace, it does not have a chimney. This fireplace is not safe to use. It doesn't have a gas. It doesn't have a gas service valve. That's an operating valve. But if you wanted to take this out and service it, you couldn't because there's not a service valve. You could, I suppose, but you got to go out here, around on the other side of the wall there. So these cracks are called white cracks, clean cracks. Excuse me. These white cracks are called clean cracks, and it's sucking air out of your wall so the fireplace can burn, so it can exhaust into the den here. And this has been sealed up. There's no chimney. This is not a safe application. This is a dangerous application. Windows again. Moving along. I'm saying this is the first bedroom. This is the third bedroom. We've already seen the third bedroom. We're in the first bedroom. Got a little cracking. Lots of fresh paint. Ceiling fans again. Windows. Oh, speaking of windows, I'm going to yank you around a little bit. There's the carbon monoxide alarm I was talking about. Even with the drapes, even with the blinds and all that, I was not able to operate this window. Several windows were very difficult or inoperable. Inoperable or difficult to operate. Take your pick. We've got another video of this. This should be sealed. Green tag for the water heater. But we got water heater issues. Single wall connector. No insulation on the supply lines, delivery lines. No insulation on the TMP. More than 5 bins. The safety pan shares the same drain as the primary drain line on the air conditioning system. We got a screen and it's clogged. It's blocked with air conditioning duct. We've got a screen up there in the top for our makeup air, so that's not acceptable. Onto the air conditioning system, primary evaporator drain line. A primary evaporator drain line does not have a P-trap, and it shares the drain line with the safety pan. We do not have an electric service disconnect, so you had to go find a breaker to work on this thing. And he's old. He's 22 years old is what I'm thinking. And but don't hold me to that one yet. Please don't hold me to that. I gotta do some homework when I get home. This is the return air. It's a Space Guard. It's a model 2400. Now, by today's standards, if you have a return air, if you have a floor plenum used for the return air, like this is being this operation, then that floor in there, and it's not, but it should be lined with a galvanized, with a metal, with a tray, kind of like this safety pin right here. It'd be even better if there was a float switch, a safety switch in there, but you know, it's at least supposed to have the pin. And you know, the water heater is 1 year old, 40 gallons and 1 year old. Green tape. Keep going. Thermostat's right here on the wall. And it's programmable. It is programmable. That's required. Carpet. So we got laminate. We got ceramic tile. We got wooden flooring. We got carpet. This luminary is missing. It's not going to work for us today. This window does not work. I mean, I got it open part way, and I had concerns on whether I was going to be able to close it and secure the house. Okay, so it's difficult to operate. More carpet in the closet, pull strings. Window. Bathtub. We got a little bit of chipped porcelain on this bathtub. And neither one of the bathtubs have drain stoppers. And this commode does not have sufficient anchorage. It's not securely mounted to the floor. I don't know where this vent fan vents to, but we do have a window. And again, I apologize that you're getting two videos like this. But there's a reason I wanted to come back. I wanted you to be able to hear me. And there's some things on the other video as I'm passing through. I realize I might not be on that video. Coming along to the front door, and that's it. That's the whole tour. This one with the other ones.